Here I am, trying to look cool, trying to do the professional intro, but I forgot the basics. I forgot to turn the microphone on the camera. Then I try and be really clever and show you where to find the wheel nut key if you're unfortunate enough to earn a money pit of a GTR. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've been watching my YouTube shorts, this is the GTR we had the rattling problem with. At the time we didn't know if it was going to be a big problem. As it goes, it is only these missing parts. Now that might still be a big problem, but for me I think it's just in the case of a rattle. These were annoyingly rattling up and down the street and I couldn't understand why, and when we looked, it's supposed to have two of these little buggers behind the pins touching the brake pads on each side. Someone had removed one from each side, or I suspect he'd lost them from one side and decided to swap one over and give one each side, but that's not enough. It needs two. It needs bloody two each side. So in the meantime, we're going to get these new ones put on. These cost me 40 quid, and we're going to enlist the help from my son here. Kai, say hi.
Hello.
Hi everyone. Right, so let's get on with it. Let's get the wheels off. Here we are on the near side of the car. We've got that wheel off, we've chucked it aside to get rid of for cleaning, but in the meantime our main objective here is to get rid of that last crappy springy thing off the brakes and replace it with the two new ones, but also get in there and clean the inside of that arch because it's disgusting and I don't think it's ever been done since the car's been bought. But while we are also in there, we're investigating other issues. We've got some rust parts developing on some of the other hardware, so we've got that to address at some point. But in the meantime, let's get this back together. And since I've enlisted the help Kai, we'll just give him a little bit of background here. So he's the oldest of my two sons, he's 15 and he's just gone through the application process for the Marines. He's waiting to hear back, so he's dead excited about his career setting off in there. But also is a little bit concerned about his technical skills, so we're trying to brush up on that. So we're getting him involved in all the car stuff as we're going along and documenting it, and then hopefully in a couple of years time he'll be away with his own cars. With that one side complete, all back together, nice and clean, and take the opportunity to go inside, get a drink, and shovel in some last night's pizza. What we don't want to be doing is whacking the rest of the caliper with this, because this is what previous damage someone else has done. And I'll show you on the first one. I'll do the bottom one and then Kai can do the top one. So tip, support the tip on there. You can get punches to do this, but I haven't got any at the moment, so we're just going to draw it back through the way it can, very, very carefully. One pin out, and this one is the only one that remains in there. We're not going to use this one, it's manky. And we're going to put one of these nice new shiny ones in, but we're going to give it a little bit of grease on there. So I'll show Kai's going to get it all greased up, hook it back in, and then we're going to put the extra one on the top one, and then it shouldn't rattle. We're going to paint it with this stuff. This is copper slip. It's heat resistant, so this is what's suitable for brakes. Well then, put it on. Don't be scared of it.
I'm not very confident on that.
Yeah, just put it on and then put a good load on and rub it all in with your fingers. Just so it gives it a layer, so any damp and water is not going to, less likely to penetrate. Yeah, other side. Right, give it a rub around with your fingers, that'll do. No, just rub it around with your fingers. That's it. Plenty on there. I'll do. If we're dripping in, we'll have no brakes. Right, there's a cloth. Right, so we've got, on the clean one we can see here, there's a larger hole, smaller hole. The larger hole is for the pins that are already still in there. That hooks underneath, and then as you force it down, these new pins go through the smaller hole, through the body of the caliper, and that holds it all in place and stops the pads from rattling. So, Kai, do the honours. You're going to stick the larger of the two, hook the larger of the two under here.
Right,
That's it.
Under here?
Under that one. clip it in. That's it. Now that rotates round. You can see that that bottom now is pressing on the pads.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Next thing, we're going to put this pin back in. But we're going to use the new one, so we're going to again give it a little bit of grease. I'll do the bottom one, I'll show you, and then you can do the top one yourself. You'll get that on your clothes, otherwise your mum will shout when we put some more of that in. There's a hole at the back, we'll force it through the hole first. Find that one. As you push that down, you push that in. Can you see? Just let me check. Yeah. So feed it. There we go. Pin's fully home, and the spring is now engaged in the back part there and holding it in place. That's the little spring. That's it. Now easy now, all the way through. That's it. We can pull it out. There we go. Winner. And then remove. Right, we haven't got the pad in there, obviously. So this one again, looby dooby up that one, please. Again, so we're going to hook it in. Where you got it? Are you going the right way? Yeah, I think you are.
I'll go that way.
That way. That's it. Yep. And then it's back. Now you can see that bit, it's easy this time. You can see that bit there, them bits.
Yep.
Are touching the pads, and that stops it from shattering.
And then I need that pin.
Yeah. See that clean and greasy yet? If I hold that, or you can do it yourself and go from the back. And that's it, all the way through. And you have to negotiate it back and forth a little bit until you feel it go through all the holes. You what? It's fully in?
No, it's not. Look, that sticks out way more, but it's not going any further in.
Let's have a little look. Right, use the head of that, because if you hit the paint, it'll chip all the paint off. Or the so use that with a hammer on the back of it, or the screwdriver. That's it. You've got it. Now check that. Same what I did with that one. Good. Have you managed to put it back on?
Well, it looks pretty on.
Well, you'll soon find out because it'll come off when it turns on.
I'll take it with me to make sure.
Okay. Millennium children, Jesus Christ, honestly. So, Kai's gone to go and try and fix the
try.
hose pipe. Have you done it? Ah, you got wet. Right, looks like Dad's going to have to go rescue him, and we'll have to show him how to join the hose pipes without getting wet. Then after that, we're going to come back here, we'll have a quick look. We've got it all cleaned off, regretted it well with the muck off stuff. There is some signs of rust and stuff in there, so we're going to need some treatment within the next few years. But this is a dry weather car anyway, so it's not too bad. This stuff obviously isn't magic, it just gets rid of muck, it doesn't get rid of rust. So we've got that to deal with. Everything else under there looks quite good, so we'll get it all washed off, dried off, and then put some copper slip back on all the bolts and everything that in the future we're probably going to need off, and then get the wheel back on. Then we'll go take it for a drive. Right, in the meantime, let's go rescue him with his hose pipe. Yeah, I did understand the joke when you said wheel it round. Yeah, give it one small push. That's it, you're on. So that was a nice day doing a bit of something with Kai, finding some familiar ground. As you can see, it's coming along quite confidently now with it, so I'm quite impressed. Every time I went over anything, it was jingling. exhaust sound until I let off the throttle. I didn't expect that. I thought there would be a small wisp every time it changed gear, but no. So get yourself a good valve, no lights on or anything, and this valve is about 50% open. So get yourself one if you've got a GTR. Seems to affect nothing. Maybe I don't know what it's like on dyno. If you've stuck with the video for this long, thank you very much for watching. I'd just like to show you some sneaky previews from another video coming up. It's on the MR2, which you know we've been building. If you've been looking on the YouTube shorts, you'll also see it on there. Although it's a bit of a strange and funky colour, we've recently been trying to fit the underglow lights, and it was a bit of a headache, and I did make a bit of a mess of it, but eventually we got there. So hopefully within the next couple of days, we'll have this one uploaded as well for you. This should be quite entertaining as I make a bit of a mess of this one.
I am on a whole nother level. Girl, he only fucked you over cause you let him. Girl, I guess he didn't know any better. Girl, that man didn't show me ever. Do all I can just to show you you're special. Certain it's your love that holds me together.